The busy summer race season at Skeggness Raceway continues with a weekend of saloon stock car racing. Over 30 cars here to do battle in the original hard-hitting Warhorse formula. All the big names are here for 2 days of action on the Skeggness quarter-mile tarmac oval, including some visitors from Scotland and 1 or 2 from Northern Ireland as well. What should be a great weekend. 6 races in action over the course of 2 days, racing alongside the Formula 1 stock cars, 2 heats and a final on each day, all in formats being used across the 2 meetings. Over 30 cars signed in to race on the first day of action, so let's get ready to rock and roll at Skeggness Raceway. First heat on track then, 31 cars out there by my reckoning. White Raiders will lead them off, then it goes yellow, blue, red and Superstar, the title winners towards the back of the field, including the British champion 349 Michael Allard. He'll be one to watch. 199 Phil Powell all the way from the southwest. The Morphy family are out there. Graham Sheville from Scotland. 399 Cole Atkins there. And Rob Speak's car, number 318, the silver car, that's being raced by Bradley McKinstry from Northern Ireland, regular Brisker Formula 2 stock car racer, trying some racing the opposite way around the Skeggness Raceway here. So here we go, over 16 laps, and already the 316 car of Danny McCluskey being spun aside there. That's going to cause a bit of a schmozzle. Colin Savage, number 14, gets taken out as well as the green flag goes down. Some cars haven't even crossed the line. There's a head-on there between Austin Freestone and Aaron Totham. Totham had spun out. We've lost Stuart Toynton as well. And Michael Allard, there's the British champion, facing backwards already. 250 Sam Parrin, who was out in front and avoided all that to take up the lead. Well, a typical start to a saloon stock car race pretty much there. One of the hardest hitting formulas on the short ovals. Most of these drivers, if you're not familiar with the formula, are ex-banger racers, and it usually shows, it has to be said. 399 there, Cole Atkins under fire. Lost about half a dozen cars already in the first couple of laps, and this is just the first heats. 661 Graham Sheville and his brother Stuart, both saloon stock car racers, and Dom Davies gets put away there almost backwards into the wall by Graham Sheville. Some say it isn't saloon stock car racing unless the Sheville family are feuding with somebody, so let's see who their targets are this weekend. There's Michael Allard backwards against the fence. 484 Barry Lee under fire there from the Parrin family, who lead this race. Barry Lee, not to be confused with the great hot rod racer of a few years ago, and the Parrin family battling with each other there. Sam under fire from Tommy Parrin in the 350, who goes through down the home straight, takes the lead of the race. It's Tommy Parrin now in the lead, getting fired wide there, the number 31, that's Sam Hopkin, and a tangle there down the back straight. 386, that's Dan Petters. We normally see him on the circuits these days, and wallop, he gets a head on from Phil Powell. Brad McKinstry goes up the tyres on the infield. Dan Petters normally on the circuits in the pickup truck racing championship these days. Some bangers and hot rods as well, trying saloon stocks for something different this weekend. He's stuck on the back straight there, driver's door onto the oncoming traffic. Phil Powell's there as well, so we may well see a stoppage for those stranded cars. Yes, the yellows are coming out as Dom Davies almost gets taken out again there in 261, but the yellow flag is out for stranded cars on the back straights. 241 Rab Copeland, the Scotsman, on the infield as well. It's the Parrin boys 1 and 2, Tommy ahead of Sam. See again here, Dan Petters got spun sideways across the bows of another car as he came back in. We had one car go into the tyres, then Phil Powell goes in head on, and avoiding them, Brad McKinstry into the infield tyres in the car owned by Skeggness promoter and multiple oval title winner Rob Speak. Brad McKinstry 818 able to keep going by the look of things. Not so much Dan Petters, his car on the centre. Maybe he should have stuck to his pickup truck. So the Parrins 1 and 2, Tommy ahead of Sam. Behind them is Rowan Venny, number 370. Then Barry Lee, 484. And then we've got Billy Smith in 161, racing the Diggy Smith car. Diggy currently out of racing, of course. 389 there, Ryan Santry. There's Brad McKinstry, getting used to going round the opposite way, the Northern Irishman. Normally out in his F2. Morphys are there, Cole Atkins, Luke Dorling in 120. You can see under all the armouring, most of these cars based on Ford Mondeos and Sierras. They're all rear-wheel drive, 2-litre engines. Very tough cars indeed, the tanks of the short oval world. Michael Allard's got going again at the back. There's Stuart Toynton at the back, number 52. I think Brad McKinstry pulling off to the centre there as the race gets back underway, so maybe some damage to the 818s. Rob Speake will be racing that car tomorrow, incidentally, in day 2 of this meeting, which we'll see in part 2 of the programme. We're back underway, though, with this heat number 1 of this Saturday evening meeting. Morphy family together there, Will and Charlie in their identical cars. Carl Boswell in the middle, number 84. Some bumper from Luke Dawley. Still Tommy Parrin, who leads the way. Round goes the number 92 car. That's one of the Morphys. That's Charlie. The cars go wide to avoid him. See them bouncing off the wall, particularly down the straights. Sparks often fly as they hit that Armco barrier. Cole Atkins, 399, chasing Luke Dawling. Carl Boswell, number 84, behind them. Into the wall there goes Austin Freestone, number 341, getting the bumper in on, I think that was Lee Sampson, 428, the English champion. He fights back with an attack on 902, Brad Compton-Sage. That's taken out 349 of Michael Allard. 504 of Danny Elborn getting caught up as well in the black and green car. Lee Sampson putting in the hits there, the English champion, number 428 rather. There's 329 Keegan Sampson. Certainly a family sport, stock car racing. More bumpers going in further back in the order, and round goes the 31 there. That was Sam Hopkin. 350 Tommy Parrin still leads. Fairly well clear of his opposition. There's 902 Brad Compton-Sage, aka Buster Jr., current national champion. 29 of Will Morphy chasing our race leader there. 92 Charlie Morphy, sorry. A lap down after that earlier spin. I always get those two mixed up. They're in identical cars. I do apologise. Still your leader is Tommy Parrin. There he is, number 350, coming around to start his last lap. Morphy trying to get rid of him. Doesn't matter what lap you're on, anybody's fair game in saloon stock cars. Trying to stuff him into the back of Dom Davies there in 261. Gets the bumper in, but Parrin rides it out, gets past Dom Davies. Recently moved up from the Bangers. Professional sign writer, Dom Davies, responsible for many stunning paint jobs in oval racing. I think Tommy Parrin has got clean away. I'm not entirely sure who is second at the moment. We'll confirm the results after the flag, but it's going to be a win for Tommy Parrin. He takes the flag in car number 350. Well clear of the rest of the pack. Everybody else fighting over second place further back. Confirm the result when we can. Sam Parrin getting spun out there later on, so contrasting fortunes for the family. It's Tommy Parrin, 350 in the Charlie Cunningham Commercials sponsored car, who takes the win. Despite the efforts of a lap down Charlie Morphy there. The win goes to Tommy Parrin, over 4 seconds clear of Graham Sheville, Scotsman second. Rowan Venny third, just behind him. Then Billy Smith and Luke Dawling complete the top 5. Ryan Santry sixth ahead of Carl Boswell. Then Wesley Starmer 525. Cole Atkins and Will Morphy next.
Heat 1 winner, 350 Tom Parrin. A typically busy Skeggness race there.
Yeah, it's a quality race. Couldn't do with the yellow flags out, but it is what it is, and it still got away. So, yeah, it's happy with that.
And Skeggy being what it is, it's a case of survival, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a savage track, but it's good stock car racing, isn't it?
Yeah, we get unusual weather here as well. It's raining grass.
Yeah, you could say that.
And we see you've got some work going on the front corner here. Was there issues towards the end of the race?
Brake calipers starting to come undone. One of the bolts have come out and is locking up, and luckily, well, the checker flag come out.
Well, you've got another race to go yet. See how you're doing that one.
Yeah, hopefully. Keep it going like that, will do.
Oh, thank you very much.
Tommy Parrin going for 2 out of 2 in heat number 2. Mixed weather conditions here at Skeggness this weekend. Sam Parrin and Stuart Toynton lead this one off. Watch for the big names coming through from further back on the grid. The higher car there on the second row, that's 515. No, it's not Frankie Wainman Jr., that's Ashley Gretton driving the 515 car here in one of a couple of higher cars being raced, aimed at the novice, just like we see in Brisker F1. There's Aaron Totham, 561. Tommy Parrin at the back of his grade this time, having had a win at the back of the yellow graders. Big field of red tops there. One novice starting from the back. I think that's Sam Hopkin, number 31. Randy McKinstry leads the Reds away. Here we go then with heat number 2. 16 laps once again the distance. And Brad McKinstry already fired wide. Sparks fly as he bounces off the wall. I think that was Ryan Santry, 389, putting the bumper in. The bumpers coming in further back. There's Graham Chevill, goes out wide on. The reason he's gone wide, there's a tangle there. That's Ashley Gretton and Colin Savage have tangled up coming off the turn. Sam Parrin at number 250 looking to make it a family double, leads the way. Buster Jr. 902 trying to get the bumper in on Carl Boswell, and Luke Dorlin's going to be spun through the middle of those two by Austin Freestone. Wallop straight in, they go on turn 1. Cars that tangled earlier on go by at the back of the field. Typically hard-hitting saloon stock car action already here at Skeggness. We're only in the first couple of laps of this heat number 2. 3 wide there, Graham Chevill, Buster Jr. and 525 in the lime green cards, Wesley Starmer. 515 on the outside, Ashley Gretton. 92 Charlie Morphy's going to be spun aside there. Buster Jr. is hitting everything in sight in this one in 902. Get busted, it says on the back of his car. A few people are, courtesy of Buster's front bumper. 504 Danny Elborn gets through on the inside. Rowan Venny attacking Sam Parrin. This is for the lead, and Venny goes through. Number 370 takes up the running. As far as Simon Venny, very successful in this formula as well. The bumpers go in further back. With Billy Smith under fire in 161. Here's a whole line of contact. Who's going to go in this time? Sam Hopkin caught on the outside in the 31. Again, Buster Jr. involved. Trying to win this by taking out everybody else, I think. Side by side with Wes Starmer. The 92 of Charlie Morphy. Rob Copeland gets spun out there, tangled with Danny McCluskey. They go into the wall. Colin Savage getting the bumper in, trying to fight his way back up the order. Buster Jr. clips Rob Copeland's car, goes back across, nearly hits the infield tyres. That can easily flip a car over. We nearly saw that happen to Bradley McKinstry in race 1. Where's Starmer getting caught up now? Charlie Morphy gets spun aside by the 120 of Luke Dorlin. That's taken somebody else out as well. Oh, this is great stuff. Racing at dusk here at Skeggness. The cars almost seem to go faster under the floodlights. Now, who's leading this? I think it's Aaron Totham now, possibly in 561. We just catch a glimpse of the blue car there. Flash, as he's known. He's got through into the lead. Sam Parrin's in there as well. Rowan Venny seems to have been taken out. Michael Allard up there as well in car number 349. He got spun out early in race 1, so he's going to make up for lost time here. The British champion with the black and white checkered roof. Tommy Parrin, our Heat 1 winners, in there as well. This is great stuff. I think it's Aaron Totham leading in 561. No, Allard's got through now, so we'll confirm in a moment. It's hard to keep track of the leaders. There's so much goes on out there in a saloon stock car race. Rob Copeland still sat there facing the wrong way. There's Totham under fire from Will Morphy, the former 1300 stock car world champion in car number 129. Somebody else goes around there, coming off turn 2. One of the Morphys pulling off. That was Charlie, I think, in 92. Still your leader is the 349 of Michael Allen. 3 wide there. McKinstry, Hopkin and Tommy Parrin. Graham Chevill in there as well. In goes the bumper from Allard on the back of Luke Dorling. We lost Keegan Sampson there. I think he's gone head on into the car. Oh, and into the wall there, Brad McKinstry, and up onto his side goes McKinstry. There is Brad McKinstry in the Rob Speak car, upside down almost. The caution flags come out. There's your leader, Michael Allard, 349. And fair play, Michael Allard stops to protect the upturned car. Just ran out wide, seemingly all on his own there. Climbs the wall. Still not quite used to turning right, I don't think, Brad McKinstry. And the regular F2 man upside down. Did he get some bumper there? See it from the other angle. Looked like Graham Chevill put the bumper in. Scotland against Northern Ireland. I wonder if you thought that was Rob Speak in the car. It is Brad McKinstry tonight. And Brad ends up on his side. McKinstry is okay, but he's out of this one. It's Michael Allard in the lead, and we saw there Michael Allard pulled up alongside the upturned car to protect it from any further impact. So fair play to Michael Allard. He leads the way in the 349 car. Won a number of titles in bangers as well over the years. He was the pre-70 champion at Wimbledon, I remember, a few years ago. Wimbledon Stadium now sadly not with us anymore. He's got the lead here ahead of Aaron Flash Totham, Billy Smith in third, then Graham Chevill and Ryan Santry. Ready for the restart then, just a couple of laps. Sprint to the line. following that late caution period. Tommy Parrin's still in there as well, going for 2 wins out of 2. Billy Smith shadowing the 561 of Tottenham, but Allard's escape was good restart there on the 349. 4th place, number 661 of Graham Chevel. They're still at it further back. Cole Atkins and one of the Morphys getting involved. 370 of Rowan Venny, who led briefly early on, under fire there. Sparks flying down the straight. Dom Davies getting caught up with somebody. Didn't see who it was. Great cloud of smoke. It's Dom Davies who's left facing the wrong way in 261. Graham Chevel gets past Tottenham. That's 3rd place. Billy Smith's already gone through. Also coming through 389. That's Ryan Santry. We're on the last lap now, though. They're not going to catch Michael Allard in the 349 car. Santry lunges at Chevel and misses. It's a win for Michael Allard. There's the checkered flag. Billy Smith 2nd, Chevel 3rd, Santry 4th, and Tommy Parrin completing the top 5. More sparks flying as the rest of the pack comes across the line. That start marshal's a brave man being that close to the action. Michael Allard it is who takes the win in 349, sponsored by Classic Cars R Us. It's Michael Allard the winner by just over 2 seconds from Billy Smith. He just held off Graham Chevel, Ryan Santry, and next home was Tommy Parrin. Aaron Tottenham, who led a portion of that race, taking 6th ahead of Austin Freestone, then Cole Atkins, Wes Starmer, and Rowan Benny completing the top 10.
Saloons Heat 2 winner, Michael Allard. What a tough race that was.
Yeah, it was a good one. There was cars everywhere, wet, dry patches, yellow flags, rollovers, the lot. That had the lot.
That's what we want from the saloons, didn't it? I mean, we had a brutal weekend last weekend in Scotland, and Skeggy's not changing much.
No, as long as you get the car numbers here, one of the best stock car tracks around. Speaky's done a brilliant job, and plenty of cars turn up for it, so it must be one of the best.
And of course, we've all got eyes on next weekend as well at Milden Hall as a small matter of the World Final.
Yeah, we'll see if luck's on the side. If it falls right, that'll probably be one of the easiest races you ever win. But my track record in World Finals is not going to go very well.
Well, just close your eyes and hang on, innit?
Yeah, pretty much. Try and survive the first couple of laps and then start having a look what's going on in the race, basically.
Well, you've still got another race to go tonight. It's raining again now. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I might just go in.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Cheers.
Final time under the floodlights here at Skeggness. Let's see what's going to happen this time. An increased distance of 20 laps. All the main names back out there. Tom Parrin going for his double. Michael Allard likewise. Will we see a new winner here? Who knows what's going to happen? Anything can happen in saloon stock cars. Billy Smith there. Will Morphy in 129. Reds headed up by Graham Chevel alongside Carl Boswell in the 84. Green flag is out, and here we go. Hindsight they make under the Skeggness Raceway floodlights. It's Bradley Fox, 162 there, who leads the field away. 250 Sam Parrin up alongside him. There's Graham Chevel, 661. Who's he after this time? Chased by 399 Cole Atkins. Somebody's been spun out already. I think that was Stuart Toynton. It was in number 52. Billy Smith under fire from Will Morphy. The East Anglians at war. 30 Tom Howard there, 3 wide with Cole Atkins and Ryan Santry. Waiting for the bumpers to start going in. Sam Parrin under fire from Keegan Sampson. This is for the early lead. And he gets walloped straight in there. In goes the bumper from Keegan Sampson, who's coming through. It's 386 Dan Petters on the inside. Takes up the lead. A higher car there of Ashley Gretton gets fired in as well. That was Keegan Sampson. I think that's one of Sampson's old cars there getting fired in. He's still going. Ashley Gretton. 3 wide there with Michael Allard, and I think that's Billy Smith in the middle. Yes, in Diggy Smith's regular car. Hopefully we'll see him back out soon. And 250 Sam Parrin. He must have come to a halt there on the straight, and he gets jacked up. I think that was Billy Smith went into the back of it. So the red flags come out. That was a big hit. So Sam Parrin gets nailed there on the straights. Led the first couple of laps, but had come to a halt and then got well and truly walloped. Was under fire from Keegan Sampson initially. He got walloped straight in there. The car had stopped on the straight and then got collected in turn. 386 Dan Petters, your leader, ahead of 561 Flash Totham. Keegan Sampson is in 3rd place. Now Dan Petters, Normally used to the circuits these days in his pickup truck. Trying something different this weekend. Can he hang on in front ahead of Flash in second, Keegan Sampson in third. 20 Luke Dahl in there. Still going towards the back of the field. Stuart Toynton getting back underway as the green goes down. Already some push and shove towards the back of the pack. There's Brad McKinstry. Not the worst for his rollover early on. Again, Ash Gretton gets bounced off the wall. They've all got away okay other than that on this restart. Plenty of overlapping towards the back of the field. Leader is still Dan Petters. To settle down once again. Austin Freestone gets taken wide in there in 3:41. All his family have raced bangers over the years. Lost somebody into the wall there. I think it might be Keegan Sampson, judging by the state of the rear bumper. Tricky to tell some of these cars apart. 30 Tom Howard under fire. There's Buster Jr. coming through. Brad McKinstry as well. Dom Davies taken wide by Danny Elbourn. Ryan Santry under fire from Graham Chevel. Michael Allard just ahead of them. 389 Santry gets sent wide, battling with Graham Chevel, and also in there is Cole Atkins, number 399. He's been a bit of a nearly man this year, has had quite a bit of bad luck. 504 Danny Elbourn gets past Tom Howard. Not seen too much of the green machine tonight. Settling down as we reach halfway this time in the final for the saloon stock cars here at Skeggness Raceway. They do it all again tomorrow with 3 more races. That's coming up in part 2 of our programme. Petters under fire from Aaron Totham now. Let's see if he can take the lead away, trying to get the bumper in as they go into turn 3. He does so. They're side by side. Totham up the inside, but the yellow flag's coming out just as he tried to make that move. The yellows are out, the reds are coming out. In fact, we've got yellow flags, red lights. Look at Lee Sampson's car there, 428. A lot of damage to his front end as he pulls off. Not too sure what has happened there. There's a move about to be made for the lead. Rob Copeland getting walloped straight in 241. That could be the reason for the stoppage there. Well, Dan Petters able to keep his lead as a result of that. Aaron Totham was just about to come through, and it's Tommy Parrin now third ahead of Michael Allard. Graham Chevel completing the top 5. We're just past half distance. Keeping it steady as signalled by the marshals there. Aaron Totham ready to attack for the lead for a second time. Away we go then with the restart. Dan Petters gets his foot down, tries to pull away. Graham Chevel trying to attack Michael Allard. They had a bit of a contretemps at the European Championship at Cowdenbeath a few weeks ago, so that feud's going to start up again, I think. Michael Allard trying to get the bumper in. Here comes Chevel behind him. Sends 3 of them wide. Totham gets walloped straight in, scrapes down the wall. And where's Allard? He's a little further ahead, I think. There's Brad McKinstry getting involved. Oh, we've lost Tommy Parrin there in the middle of the track, coming off the turn. Hopefully they'll all avoid the 350 car. Yes, they have. There's Santry, Cole Atkins, Graham Chevel getting the bumper in. This is for second place. Michael Allard's dropped back a couple of spots. There he is. Totham still in there as well. Good fight for second, but this is allowing Dan Petters to escape in the lead. Santry second, Chevel third. Then Cole Atkins and Michael Allard. Plenty of battles all the way down the order. Bumpers starting to go in once again. Into the closing stages now. Dan Petters 386 is looking good here. Everybody else busy fighting for second. Petters at yellow grade. Is he going to take a win here? There's Graham Chevel 661. He's now second, coming up to lap Wes Starmer in 525. Santry third, and here comes Michael Allard. Starmer's keeping out of the way as Chevel is bounced off the wall by a determined looking Ryan Santry. Michael Allard's going to join the England v Scotland battle as well. Graham Chevel still hanging on in the Sierra-based car in second place. Michael Allard bumpers Santry into the back of Chevel. Good tactics there by the 349. Now he's going to go for Chevel. Chevel won't give up easy here. We know these two have had a bit of a feud this year. Allard picks him up, he's going to take him wide. Wallop straight in we go, and Allard goes in as well. Chevel is going to be ready to fight back. That's given Santry second place back. Cole Atkins gets through as well. 4 of them going at it. This is great stuff. Dan Petters doesn't care though. He's away and all set to take the win in this meeting final. Who is going to be second? The battle's still raging further back behind him. It's Ryan Santry that has it at the moment ahead of Michael Allard in third. But here comes the 386 of Dan Petters. He's coming in to take the final here at the Skeggness Raceway into the final turn. Everybody else scrapping for second. There they are, the 4 of them together behind. Wallop straight in goes Allard. Round goes Santry, caught up with Cheville. The win has gone to Dan Petters. I don't know who crossed the line in second place. Aaron Totham doesn't even cross the line. He gets taken out onto the centre. Santry took the worst of that. He crawls home. I don't know who took second in all that. Dan Petters, we know, has won it. And the pickup man takes the victory. Great stuff for 386. Dan Petters, he won it by 3 seconds. It was Cole Atkins who got home in second in the end ahead of Michael Allard. Rowan Venny coming through from nowhere for 4th. Graham Cheville had to settle for 5th, and Ryan Santry 7th behind Charlie Morphy. Brad McKinstry in Rob Speake's car, Aaron Totham and Carl Boswell next home. Well, that wraps up day 1 here at Skeggness for the saloon stock cars. The action from day 2's 2 heats and final coming up fairly shortly. First of all, we'll take a break. More great racing coming up shortly.